Hey, it's Dangercraft, and I am doing BJD Addicts prompt number 2, and I'm definitely not filming these back to back. I have a different shirt on though, so it's not the same night that I'm filming these. And with me I have little Alexios. He is my Soom Winterwood Elf Aloha in cream white resin. So, prompt 2 is fears in the hobby. I've been in the hobby for 2 years. Probably November of last year was when I started buying things secondhand. So bullet number 1 has been getting scammed buying things secondhand, as I have almost gotten scammed a couple times. Let's bring him over again. This is my open-eyed Fairyland Minifee Breakaway. This was an 09 event head, and I've been slowly collecting all of the breakaway parts. I have right now the OE head, sleeping head, the lightning arm, and the fire hand. When I got this head in, the box had a horrible odor coming from it, and this listing said that it did not come from a pet or smoke household, and I live with smokers, so I know the smell, and it was awful. It was appalling. And I got this head out and it still stunk, and the hand stunk, and the bag stunk, and all the bubble wrap stunk. And I have only washed him so far. I haven't gotten to him with Winsor & Newton, but you know, my LED light is really bright, but here, I'm trying to turn that off. He has some staining along the top of his head, and he had a couple marks in the bottom of his face, and I'm not too keen on this face up, so he's gonna get wiped. And this other head, but yeah, getting scammed is one, and either because of like a bad business deal or the head showing up to you not looking exactly as it's supposed to, or accidentally getting a recast, which is a huge fear of mine, which is why I've been extremely cautious buying things secondhand. And I've only bought things secondhand through the Den of Angels marketplace, which is pretty safe in terms of buying things secondhand in the BJD community, because as I loudly express on Tumblr, I am strongly pro-artist, and I do not want any of that to show up in my house. But, yeah. And I have notes this time, so, and bullet number 2 is international shipping. I buy and sell things internationally all the time. My first secondhand purchase was actually international. My Dolce Saint head came from a very, very nice seller in Poland, and they talked me through the whole process, and it was extremely positive for the first time buying anything international. This guy came from a seller in Canada, and that made it over the border and through customs perfectly. My girl Moriko, right here, her wig is in dire need of being styled, but she came from a seller in Malaysia, which that was only the second owner, and this doll was made in 2002, I believe. So she is a teenager, and I'm only her third owner. And the times I've shipped dolls out internationally was with Alistair's old body, and that went, I had to trade with someone in Russia. And if anyone doesn't know, the Russian postal system is a huge hit or miss. I've heard it's getting better, but it used to be extremely bad. Like, packages would get lost all the time. But the body, it got delayed a little bit, like going through customs, but it made to its new home safe and sound. And the other bullets I put down is like general stuff with breakage or staining. Less than a week after I got one of my dolls, I actually snapped some of the resin on her arm, and I ended up being able to repair it with Milliput, but I waited 7 months for this doll to get in, only to break it 2 days after getting her. That was awful. But I think that's good for fears. I'm Dangercraft, and we'll see you in the next prompt. Bye.